Today I want to install a new light onto my tracks, new pendant light onto my track light. So this is what I got it from Shopee. It says Japanese inspired Kyoto kind of a light. So this is supposedly wood. It looks plastic, but it actually also has that woodish, unfinished wood texture here. You can see it's actually really small, roughly the size of my hand. On the product description it says radius of 18 cm, but actually that's not true. This is radius of this is diameter of 18 cm, so that's why this is half. It's half of what I expected. I thought it would be double the size. So disappointed with that. Next, I have this adapter. I'll also link it in the video description. This is the adapter that goes onto the track lights onto the track thing. And then I need to dismantle this part, feed this into here, and then do some electrical thing magic. This is a mount if you're using it as for the ceiling. But I don't need this because I'm going to use it for my track, on the tracks like what you see over there. For the bulb, I'm going to use the Aputure, what's the B7C. I got this second hand from Carousel. I got 3 of them to just play, test, try, whatever you call it. So this one is first of all a video light. That's why I really wanted to try and to use it. It's pretty heavy. I use it for the one over there already. This can be controlled with my phone with the Silence app. Via Bluetooth, can adjust the brightness, I can adjust the color temperature, I can put in different colors like this. This is pink, this is, what is this, cyan green, turquoise, this is blue. I think this is really cool. So imagine having multiple bulbs of this video. This is video light, it won't flicker like crazy. So far, that's what I see from the reviews. It's gonna be very useful for shooting video. Okay, so actually I think I should get a bigger one. This looks really odd size, you know. So ugly. It's really ugly, like this. Whereas that one sits really nicely inside the holder. This one is really too small. This really needs a smaller bulb. And the Aputure B7C, this one is a really huge bulb. So let me put this aside first. Let me think about whether I really want to attach this. Alright, I'm back and this is day 2. What I did yesterday was to go to IKEA and I got a bunch of stuff. Number 1, I have this new light that we will unbox in a bit. Now, I also got this, the IKEA smart lighting. So this bulb has color and is dimmable. This lighting cord is for the light here. And I also have this that came in from Shopee. This is to hold the bulb of these E27 bulbs. You can use that for the Aputure. This is the controller for the smart bulb. And I haven't used this smart bulb before, so we're going to try it out and see how it goes. The pendant light, that Kyoto Japanese shaped pendant light that I got yesterday, I'm going to try and return it because it's just simply too small. You saw how ugly it was. That's why I got this bulb, which is a really small E27 warm light. I think even with this, it's really small for my room. So I can put it on the track lights here somewhere, but I don't think it's big enough to look good, you know? It's really small. Okay, so first I need to remove this and try to install this onto the light holder here. I have this is from IKEA. I need to fit this into this adapter that will go onto the track lights. So the first step is to try to remove this. Honestly, I haven't done this before. The previous one was done by my father. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this this screwdriver thing to try and pry this up open. Next part, I need to dismantle this. Ever since I got this for all these renovation stuff, when I did the wardrobe, this was so useful. I cannot imagine screwing by hand. Okay, so this one I think goes in here first and then goes into this here. So this is now like this. You need to loosen it if you want to push the wire up a little bit more. So I got these little pieces that my father said we need. I don't even know what they're called, so I'm not an expert, just showing you that this is possible and the general idea of the steps you need to take. Okay, then I need to remove the insulation part of this. Okay, so after a long struggle, I finally got this part out like this. You use a tool like this. I think it's a wire cutter or something, where you use the end, where there's a really small hole. You can see a small hole here to pull out the rubber. Again, disclaimer, I'm not an expert, so consult a professional. Okay, next step, as I was told by my father, is to put this into this thing here and then jam it with this tool like that. And then do the same for the second one. So you can see this is now like that. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Okay, the next step is to connect it to this thing, which is on the top of the adapter, which eventually this will be the cover, and then it will lock in to the top. Right, let me unscrew this part here. Okay, I just asked my father to check, and he says that this is not long enough, so I need to make a slit here so that I can open up the wires so that I can so-called move them a bit more. And second point is that this one, the one that it needs to go is L and N, which is the one below here. So right now I have this. I open it up a bit more. Then I have these. I need to put it into neutral and live. So let's try to put it in, and then I need to make sure that it doesn't, when I put it in a way where it doesn't block anything when I close it up later. Okay, so I got this to be like that, but I'm not certain that I will be able to close this properly. So let's see. So I moved things around quite a bit, a couple of times, but now I think I might be able to close it finally. Let me put back the spring thing here, the lock system, and then after that close it in with everything. And then the moment of truth, if it works, make sure the light is off first. I'm going to use this E27 bulbs just because they are much easier to. I will test the smart bulb later, but let me just put this on. Okay, as you can see, there is a track here that is on the wall. I put this here. Okay, I've locked it in. I'm going to leave it hanging like this over here, and then I'm going to turn on the lights. Hopefully nothing bad happens and the light just turns on as expected. It works. Oh my god, it works. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, it works. Yes, I mean, first time trying it for myself. The previous one, my dad did it, and this is so cool. And I'm definitely gonna buy more of the adapter here like this, but I can tell you that this is not easy to do yourself, and also the tracks, we installed the tracks ourselves. My father did. And the way you install really affects how it is attached, right? I find that there are some issues when you install it, when you attach it like this. So sometimes there's like a bad spot, or like there's just general bad spots that you can't lock it in. What I found useful is to loosen up the screws here. I think it just tighten everything too much, that it kind of make it hard to put the tracks on. Okay, so the next step is to put it onto the smart light and then also put it up on the ceiling up there, and with the new IKEA light that I bought. It's supposed to look like this, and straight out of the box, this is what I get, wrapped up in a lot of paper. Oh, first of all, it feels quite heavy. Oh, seems like there's a lot of assembly to do. So there's like the catch, there's like a ball catch over here that need to go all the way in. Okay, down to the second last one, and you need to push it in. Okay, I think the last one is going to be difficult to push in. Wait a minute, I think I should have put in the light bulb, the light and the light bulb first before I do this. Okay, so if you're doing this yourself, if you're doing this, don't put the last piece in, and then you can screw this last part. I mean, screwing the bulb holder in like that before you do anything else. And then also, I think I need to remove another piece just so that I can put my bulb in, which I should test it, but to be honest, it feels a bit heavy. Don't want something so heavy to be hanging off the tracks, even though I think it's relatively secure. And another thing that I want to try is the interface, this one that's supposed to control the light. So I don't want to put it up and then have issues later. I've never used this before. Let's take a look at the instructions. Oh, I also got the stainless steel version instead of the all white version. I think you need to connect it first. So let me remove this, and then I'll attach this to the track. According to the instructions, you need to turn on the light, and then we need to press this button here according to the instructions to I think pair it. So what, 10 seconds, more than 10 seconds within 5 cm. Okay, something happened. It blinked, it's like moving around. Let me try. It's dimmable now, and then you change the colors. This is the IKEA smart light. You know what? I may be hesitant on getting the IKEA's ecosystem or smart lighting is I'm not sure how it works on video, in video camera. When you shoot video, is that flickering and stuff like that. So I'll probably do another video on a test like that. But so far, I think this is a nice glowing ball that I can put maybe on the top over there. Or honestly, it feels quite heavy. Okay, attempt number 2 to do this thing which looks confusing. Okay, let me take this down. Okay, so number 1, the thing came out on the inside. Number 2, I think it'd be better to fix this up, the length, fix up the length before I go up again. Make sure it's locked in, and if it falls down for whatever reason, at least I'm not usually in that spot here. My table is a bit more on this side. Okay, so as you can see, I have my 2 lights turned on. I've adjusted them, and you can use this to change the light color, the brightness of this one here. This one is with the Aputure B7C, and that is why I have this here. So this is meant more for photography and video stuff, videography. This is a E27 bulb holder, and over here you can mount it to like a tripod stand or something like that. You can use this one here. I have this adapter here, so this one should go up here if I'm not wrong. And then what I can do is to mount this like so. Over here you can see there's a hole. This hole is for you to put something like an umbrella, shoot-through umbrella. But for such a small space, probably can't do that. Okay, so I'm going to screw this on, and just want to double check that everything is tight so that my bulb doesn't drop accidentally. Okay, so I've attached it to a power supply at the bottom of the table, but it is just barely enough, so I'm just giving it a bit more slack on the top here. And if I'm not wrong, I need to turn on the bulb here, and then I will also want to turn this on from DC mode to AC mode. According to the instructions, you press all 3 buttons at the same time. Then you turn on this, there's a switch behind. I turn it to AC mode. It was previously in DC mode. And then it has the green light to signify that it is in AC mode. Now let's test how good this light is as a fixed light. If I put it like this, let me turn down the curtains. And then I have the side set here. Turn on my Bluetooth. Look at this. So this, I think, this is at 100%. I think it is decently bright. I think as a key light, it's pretty good. I'm using the DJI Osmos Pocket 3. I am at 50 to 800 ISO, shooting at 24 frames per second, 1/50 at the shutter speed. I am on 100% for my intensity. This is the difference. Is it a good key light? I think it's pretty decent when you are so close to it. If it is further out like this, a bit more space between between the light and the subject, I think it's still pretty good. What about the light at the back? You can see that I can turn it on and off, the one over here. I'll probably make another video on this, but as you can see so far, this is quite a nice soft light all around here on my desk area. Overall decent softness because there's a diffuser on the light. What I think of it, I think it's pretty good so far. I'll try to use this setup a bit more. And before this, I tried using the Ulanzi, and then we can make comparisons between these two.